Okay, Megavanen, and welcome back to more adventures in Daggerfall with Alea. Yeah, with this game, with Daggerfall, and I brought this up in the past, but this was the first Elder Scrolls game I'll pause it before I continue to give this my full concentration, and I don't want to take too much time, but at the time, and of course when I didn't know any better, and no one didn't know any better of what games were gonna become now, or even like 2000, I want to say 6 or 7 was it, with Oblivion, and then 2011 with Skyrim. We had no idea it would get that way, and then of course there was Morrowind. But back then, I thought this, and it's still a great game, mostly because it's nostalgic, and it has a lot of, I really like the character creation, how you can add weaknesses, add strengths. There's a lot of character customization, which is what I love, and that's something you don't, and you kind of build your own history, especially when you're, answering those questions, and that's why there's a history tab over here. And it's something that I wish the later Elder Scrolls had. You can of course write your own thing and keep it on the side if you like, but it's not like going to be part of the game. So that's really nice. But and also like weaknesses and strengths and stuff like that, you don't have that. They got rid of the attributes in Skyrim, so there's no longer strength, intelligence, wisdom. Instead, it's just reduced to health, magicka, or stamina. It's okay, and it works for that game, for Skyrim. So it's fine, but at the same time, I still miss this traditional setup. The issue with this game is it can get a little repetitive, and this is why I don't want to make an abundance of these videos with this. Just like it'll be like an every once in a while thing. To be quite honest, maybe I was thinking once a week, but maybe even once every 2 weeks. If I find that I have like a handful of these Daggerfall Let's Plays backed up, then I might start putting them like once a week, but I'll try to do it like maybe once every 2 weeks. I'll come back to this like every so often, record a session. But it is very, very samey. Like, I know that there's this one guy seen many years ago, and I believe he was it might have even been before Skyrim. He might have even been comparing Daggerfall to Oblivion, because I don't think there was a Skyrim yet. And I'll just say that his YouTube name began with a D, and there's a second letter, and then the third letter, there's a T to it. And he kept praising how great Daggerfall is. Don't get me wrong, it's a great game, especially if you have nostalgia. I would say it can be a good game if you don't have nostalgia. Some folks might consider it good, but it's what makes it great is the nostalgia, if you have history with it. But sure, you can join any faction, you can kill anyone, but there isn't a lot of substance to it. You have to use a lot of your imagination, and that is fine. But nowadays, where you're playing something like like a Skyrim, especially when you play it with mods, you still have that same imagination, but it's fully realized, and you can do more to live in that world. All the little details. I mean, you're not only imagining it, but at the same time, I don't have to imagine so much because I can see it, especially when it's modded, especially with the mods that give 2K, 4K graphics, stuff like that, that increase the AI of combat and the difficulty, and even increase the AI of the NPCs. I don't use that one because I've had issues with it, and besides that, I think it requires a script extender, which I stay away from, and Sky UI I stay away from. But that's the big difference there. The quests are pretty much go to blank dungeon and deliver blank to, and go back to blank. You're filling in the blanks, like those what's it called, Mad Libs, where you fill in an adjective or a noun. So you just plug in a name with an object that you have to get, plug in another name, whether it's like a piece of armor, or next time maybe it's a key or a book, and you go into a dungeon which all has like a similar feel to it. All are free to petition His Highness at this time. Do not stray from the audience chamber, lest ye have royal blessing to do so. Always speak politely to the king and queen, and above all cast no spells within these walls. Do ye agree with these terms? Yes, or aye. Again, with that all being said, I don't mean any disrespect to it. This is the game I started off with. This was the Elder Scrolls game I started off with, and then went back to Arena for a little bit, but at the time I couldn't stand it compared to this. Not really couldn't stand it, it just didn't appeal to me after playing something like this. But now, things have, it's no longer 96 anymore. Okay, let me talk to her. Anyways, it's really too bad, Alea. I have a special assignment that requires someone I trust, such as yourself. However, it also needs someone of greater skill in order to survive. Yeah, okay, I'll come back. What about you? Okay, you have nothing. You? Nothing. Do any of these people maybe know anything about a letter? If you're interested in earning 347 gold for doing nothing more than delivering a little parcel to an agent of mine, speak up now. This is what I'm talking about. See, sure, there's a shit ton of quests that you get, like this D person, like I said, who's praising, whose name begins with a D. I don't want to say any more because I don't want to reveal who it is. It's just I feel people like that who totally praise the shit out of this game, saying how it's better than stuff like Oblivion, and I'm pretty sure he's the kind of guy that would say it's even better than Skyrim. I really don't think so. I think he doesn't even think so, because I think deep down inside he's only saying that because he wants to be able to put some kind of content out, a video, and to get some kind of attention, and to get usually it's like the underdog kind of thing, that people will want to root for it, even though they maybe don't agree with it. But let's be honest, you can't do much. This all gets old very, very fast. I think in moderation, this game is great. I mean, it's great that these graphics are updated, but the core gameplay and mechanics are still the same. As you can see with the last episode, how it can be. Okay. Excellent. Here's the Iron Broadsword. Now, Barbossa Kingheart needs to have it in Inner Light of Kinnereth in 10 days. That ought to be just enough time, I hope. You will recognize Barbossa just by Barbossa is the name of like the pirate played by Jeffrey Rush, right, from Pirates of the Caribbean. Just look at a young lady in green. Good luck and thank you. Okay. Now here's the problem. Oh, okay, good. It's there. So I don't understand. Quest menu can be a little glitchy. Again, I still love it. Good game. But at the same time, I just don't think it holds a candle to the newer Elder Scrolls that have been coming out. I feel they just get better with each one, from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 4, and then 5, and it would be the same so with 6. So yeah, that's just how I feel. And also it's good to kind of look back, you know, come back to this game. It's called The Mooring Residence in Inner Light of Kinrath. Okay, let's do it. There's some strange fur here. Inner light. Inner light of Kinrath. Days. Okay, let's do it. Go recklessly. This temple looks very wealthy. Wow, that's another thing I do. One of the assets to this game that I love is the description, because you have to keep in mind when this game originally came out, it wasn't. So this is the Unity version, so it has, you know, upgraded graphics, upgraded sky and the ground and everything, so it's very detailed. But back then, when it was really pixelated, you had to rely on this text to give you a clear picture of what you're looking at. So I'm glad it makes for a nice combination with upscaled graphics and, you know, the description to carry it even further, you know, to further describe it, further describe what you're looking for. So I love that. This temple looks very wealthy, and it and the surrounding houses are very clean and well appointed. Yeah, beautiful lighting. I love that. I need to have the iron broadsword in Barb's hands. And see, Barbarossa, and the other name was also Barb, but it was like Barbarella, or some different variation to this. The names are really, really weird, and this could have easily been a completely different name, and instead of an iron broadsword, maybe it was like a lantern. So this is what I'm talking about. They just plug away at the different items and the different names and maybe different location, but the general thing is the same. You only have one way to do it. It's very binary almost, you know. You could say it is binary, where with the Radiant AI in games like Oblivion and Skyrim, you can almost never really predict how something can happen. Like, for example, I recall in Oblivion, I was sneaking and I shot an arrow at another guy, and I think I caused a riot among the men because they must have thought one of the other men shot him, and they kind of began fighting amongst each other. I didn't expect that. So things like that, which makes it really, really nice. I think here it is. With Arena, when that first came out, I think originally I want to make a video where I talk about the Elder Scrolls a bit more thoroughly, and it won't be a let's play, but with the first Elder Scrolls game, Arena, they intended it to just be an arena, you know, and not, you know, it's big open world, and then that evolved. Everything felt very flat, you know, not three-dimensional, you know, and that they worked on a XP system, not a skill level up system, you know, like how they have it now. It wasn't until Daggerfall that they got rid of the whole XP system and did it this new way where you level up your, you know, your skills. In this case, your primary and major skills. The character felt very in-depth, as you just saw, you know, when I showed it. You have your whole history, strengths, weaknesses, really cool. But the world itself felt very flat. You know, it felt very very one-dimensional with the characters, the NPCs of the world itself. With Morrowind, each game, they up the ante a bit. So with Morrowind, they try to make the world feel more alive, and the NPCs have more depth and feel more alive. But they couldn't quite get the AI right. So then we come into Oblivion, so they introduced the Radiant AI, and there were some glitches. It was a little glitchy, but it was, you started to really believe the NPCs a bit more. And I feel that Skyrim improved upon the AI a bit more. So that's, kind of how I see the evolution of this, how they targeted what parts to make better in the game. Okay, so wow. Again, what was the name? Submit to deliver an iron broadsword to an ally named Barb. Found in a place called... Oh! The mooring residence. Okay, the mooring residence. Whoops. I have to go. Oh, it could be anywhere. Someone lights a candle. Shit. Okay, it's not gonna tell me, so I feel like maybe I do have to go in here and question the people. Ah, here we go. Hello, I'm trying to get to Barbosa. Yeah, okay. Let's be polite about it. Fair day to thee. Perhaps you can guide me toward Barbosa Kingheart. You'll want to go southeast of here. Fascinating. I hoped you might direct me to it. Well, it's away southeast of here. Eloquently said. I hope you might direct me to. I suppose it's okay to tell you it's south. Okay. Eventually, I think she will mark it on the map. I am asking you civilly. Okay. Okay, well. Is this it is a statue. There's some nudity in here too. Yeah, look at that. And here too. God, that's great. Okay, southeast. So, perhaps this home? Ah, very good. There we go. And, okay, here's the time. Hello, I'm looking for a Barbosa. I tried to emulate, a knock, but didn't come out quite right. Didn't sound right. Ah, Barbosa. Yeah, I have something for thee. Ah, good to see you, Alea. And the iron broadsword too, excellent. Here's the 347 gold pieces I believe you were promised by Mobar. Yes. Take that. I thank thee. Okay. And now, yeah, it's all good. The Illic Bay or Daggerfall, Wayrest, and Sentinel. But I go back to Daggerfall and I'll join the Mages Guild. Oh shit. Yeah, let's go cautiously. Got you. Blood pressure pill. But what they've, what the modding community have done with this game is absolutely incredible. And look how beautiful all this is. You feel something odd underfoot here. A short search produces a faded map leading to the nest of Wogan in this region. You make sure to mark it down just in case it's useful. Nest of Wogan. Okay. Did this get... Okay. But where did I jot that down? You see, that's the problem. I don't... How am I supposed to know? Right? Nest of Wogan. Am I supposed to remember that? Where can I look to see this? Right, if I want to... I think that might be a mod, because I don't think it did something like that before. That's why it doesn't take any notes. And look at the bird, I love it. Oh, what the hell? Oh! It will be moved to before the next... No. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. What was it called? Wogan. Okay, hold on. So I have to write it myself. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh, shit. No. What is going on? The nest of Wogan. Nest of Wogan. to add to it, you know. Oops. Forge button. Okay. Oh, that's how we do it. I think I was able to do that in the original Daggerfall. So see, nice little touches like that. It's very much like with the Bard's Tale, you know, you're not provided with a map or a mini map or anything. You actually have to map it out yourself with graph paper and pencil. So for something like this, I mean, Daggerfall was, or Bard's Tale was in the 80s. For something like this, it's, you know, a step above that, you know, with the notes. You know, if you wanted to take notes in something like Bard's Tale, you would have to write all that down, and clues. Here they have it, so it's, you know, whoops. Gotta have to get used to the controls here, or what the keys are. See, it has a built-in, you know, notepad, so I love it. Built-in journal. Well, you have a journal, but I meant like another part of the journal where you can make your own personal entry. Here we go, Mages Guild. And I might even consider joining Fighters Guild as well. Oh. Okay. Still new. It's worn, okay. So let me see what kind of shop that is over there. Attempts to ward off tree spirits. And you can't just rest anywhere, it will be considered loitering. Anti-check elixir. I wonder, is there an auto run? Yeah, there is not. The soundtrack to this is also very great. Ah. Wow. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Breton, do you think the King of Worms is real? And would you be willing to take some fool like me to meet him for money? What? I'll say yes. Yeah. I told my buddies this would happen. By the frozen wastes, I'm excited. That's good money. I've got 725 gold here for you when we meet him. They say the place is called Scourge Barrow in the Dragontail Mountains. That's Dragontail Mountains. Isn't that also near like the Rothgarian Mountains where the orcs live? I can't believe I'm gonna meet the King of Worms. That would be Metamarco, face to face. Boy, howdy. You do know how to get there, right? If not, you want to ask people around town. Maybe one of them is gonna know. I sure don't. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, okay. So is she a hooker? Wow, look at that. You know, and these paintings, I think these come from ESO. But people use those paintings as an asset for their mod homes. Okay, yeah, oh no. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay, fine, let's talk. Trick or treat? Has hired me to guide her to Scourge Barrow to meet the King of Worms. I will be paid. Okay, so her name is, again, Lysandus Yomtan. So this guy knows a little bit about her. Oh, now you don't want to speak to me. What about a room? Yeah, fine. Cobbled together out of scrap lumber hold the shop wares. The items are sound and functional, but little more than that. Here for repairs. That. Yes. No. graveyard. So now I thought this was water, right? Greetings. I was wondering if I could join your fine guild. Yes, you are worthy to join the Mages Guild. As an apprentice, you can use the Spellmaker, get training in any of the guild skills. Later, you will become eligible, use a library, buy magical items, and even make your own. Are you interested? Yes. Then henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader, as Alea of Havenok. Alea of Havenok, apprentice of the mages. Oh god, excuse me. Of the Mages Guild. It will take patience and hard effort to gain access to all the guild offers, my child, but I can now give you access to our trainers and our spellmaker. Too much power in too little time has destroyed many a man and women. The Mages Guild is nothing if not conscientious. Or is that just conscience, I think it's spelled. Do I get... No, I don't. Megavanin. Let me see what tasks we have available. Please have patience and wait here a moment, Alea. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I don't have the open spell. That's okay. Cast a sleep spell, research notes. Returning the research, travel guide. You know what? Travel guide. Yeah, I'm already, escorting one person. We may as well make this a party, right? Alea, how was your walk here? More to the point, do you like the outdoors? Occasionally we send out our more feeble members to gain some real-world experience, requiring some danger and some dust between the toes. All in the name of building character, of course. But while one instructor teaches them the way, another keeps the group safe. Will you do the protecting this time? I'm sorry again. I feel so embarrassed and ashamed and also frustrated at the same time. Lately, I mentioned this a while back. I've been speaking sometimes, kind of funny. It's, first of all, I was never really a good speaker to begin with, and things have just gotten worse. So, that's why, with my, this is just one of the blood pressure pills that I take, and then I have, a few more over there on the table. I don't want to grab them all, but at night I just take the one, and in the morning I take, the other four. They have some weird side effects, so that, that's one thing. The second thing, a very unfortunate thing happened to me that I have to get fixed, and I will in about 2 or 3 months. I have to have a surgery done for them to, fix this thing that happened to me, and I have to bring $1,000. So it's a combination of that. I'll just say something went missing that's causing me to speak a little funny, and partly the side effects from the pills, and yeah, so that's why. So I have to just apologize again. I wasn't nearly this bad before, so I'm so sorry. But okay, well, one instructor teaches them the way, another keeps the group safe. Will you do the protecting? Okay, so I just have to protect someone, be like a bodyguard. Sure. Splendid. Uthaktor Copper Ring is around here. I'm sure the group will be ready to go immediately. Wait here. Aristar calls out, and from the adjoining room, several inexperienced-looking guild members. See, I love these descriptions. It reminds me of those Choose Own Adventure books or those Endless Quest books, which are basically Choose Own Adventures, but Dungeons and Dragons themed. Literally, Dungeons and Dragons. Here, hold on. If I can just grab one of the books here. Give you an example. And yes, I still enjoy reading such books. You know, Dungeons and Dragons. Or it's a Dungeons and Dragons book, and this is Dungeon of Dread, where you fight some evil wizard that has plagued this village. Okay, adjoining rooms, several inexperienced-looking guild members, along with someone a bit older who approaches you directly. Hello, Alea. Thank you for taking this up for us. I'm not so much for the wilderness, so help like this is truly invaluable. We need to see a graveyard, a rural shrine, and a farmstead. If we can have this done within 7 days, we will be happy to pay you. Alright, students, grab your gear. This time is for real. The various guild members wrap their belongings into bags and mats and begin to follow you as a cluttered mass. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, what exactly am I trying to do here? They wish to see a graveyard, a shrine, and a farmstead. Okay, well, I know where there's a graveyard, so let's get that out of the way. I hope it counts. Graveyard, shrine, farm. Graveyard is here. Does this count? Graveyard, a shrine, and a farmstead. Unless... do they mean... like I actually have to go to a place that has graveyard in the title? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, here. One day. Oh, really? They operate in this region. You know, it's funny, there's a shrine just right there in Daggerfall, but I guess they want to see something like different. You idiots, does this... to various remote locations. Okay, graveyard. I hope that graveyard counted, but we'll find out. I'll look for a farm. Wish it would kind of check things off. Oh, hey! Counted, okay. Uthektor Coppering takes the students for a walk around the property, talking about the soil's condition, the nature of the plants being grown, and various miscellaneous facts concerning alchemy and quality ingredients. The students rapidly take down notes before gathering together. A guard dog tied to a post barks at you as you pass by. So it did. Okay, so that was the farm. The shrine, it didn't count. Joe the shrine. Maybe it has to have, okay, the word shrine. Uthrektor Coppering steps forward and explains the existence of shrines such as this one. The students line up to speak to the attendant and make rough sketches of the area. Before long, everyone forms up into a group again, ready to follow. Okay, 4 statues of saints you don't recognize adorn the shrine. Graveyard, right? Oh. Just in case. I think maybe it has to have the word graveyard in there. more days. Okay, that barely make that. Uthraktor speaks to the students, pointing out several interesting details about the graveyard, including traces of ectoplasm and other valuable alchemical ingredients. You wait for several minutes while the students take their time collecting samples and attempting rudimentary experiments. Before long, everyone looks satisfied and you get ready to move on. I think that should be it. Oh, this has been splendid. Kudos to you, Alea. Kudos. Using words like that back in those days. There are just certain words, phrases, and terminology that didn't exist then. Imagine if someone like Aragorn or Boromir from Lord of the Rings uses words like kudos, you know. That's why if you've ever seen the Beastmaster 2, it's like with, I think her name was Alora, I think, played by Sarah Douglas. She was able to peer into our world, our verse, our multiverse, and hear how the people of LA, Los Angeles, you know, how they spoke. So she began speaking like, "Chill out, royal dude," and then Arklon, played by what is his name, Wings Hauser, he was like, What is this strange tongue in which you speak? It is all part of what I wish to show you, my lord. You know, so that's what I mean. You know, they don't have modern day speaking, but we thank you for your good attitude while putting up with our best efforts to keep up. I believe this payment has never been better earned. Perhaps we will ask for you in the future, with a bit more confidence in themselves. Uthraktor Coppering and the travel-worn group of students meander off toward Daggerfall. What a nice little story, you know. It's like, you know, through like a few, you know, short paragraphs of parchment that appear on the screen, it tells a little story, and I love it. And it concludes with them going back to Daggerfall, to the Mages Guild. And I got my gold. That was wonderful. I love that, people. So let's go save it back to that. And I'm trying to get to... I'm gonna end it now, as it's been about an hour. Maybe what I can do is hide me to guide her to Scourge Barrow. Okay, let's see if I can just go there. Oh shit. Wow. So, I mean, literally no one knows. Like, I don't know it because where it is. That's why she asked me to ask around. Oh, it's called Scourge. Scourge. Did I spell it right? There are people around here. Does not seem to be any people. And you know, back in the day with this game, there were what's the word, is it called toting about? Is this gonna lead to like a dungeon? It is. Okay. Okay. Is it toting or tooting? They were tooting about. I think it's tooting. They were tooting about how big the world of Daggerfall is, and sure, there's no disputing that. I mean, you can just see how vast it is, and that's the thing. That guy, that YouTuber whose name began with D, how he's praising the shit out of this game. Fair enough, but it's not superior to the likes of, you know, Oblivion or Daggerfall. Just my personal opinion, but I mean, I really feel that, I mean, it doesn't sound plausible what he's saying. It's unbelievable. Sure, you can go to all these little places, and you can trek the land, but it's all like this. It's all gonna be, I can just keep walking, and I can walk on for hours. Do you really want to spend your time doing that? Walk for hours going like this and seeing the same shit with the trees? See, with Skyrim, I'm walking places too, but they're different sites. They're actual real locations and hidden little caves and tombs and you know, crypts, little nuances that you can go to and visit and explore. This is like a whole lot of nothing, you know. It's great, it's impressive, it's huge, and it's real, you know. As I'm walking, it's a real, you know, I'm really gonna get there, you know. Like, if I'm here right now and I keep walking this way, I'll eventually get to there and there, you know. But oh, Daggerfall is just like right over here. Oh no, that's not. Oh, Daggerfall, the city of Daggerfall is way over here. Let's just walk. Yeah. Again, because I have to question the people where this Scourge Barrow is. But that's what I mean. I mean, I can keep walking in that direction and I'll get there, but it will be a very boring trip because it will literally take a real time, long time to get there. Do people really play it that way? You really want to spend your time walking, you know, into nothing to get there? People are just gonna use a fast travel system. It's, you know, it's this is where it's, I feel I'm okay with using fast travel. If it's something like an Oblivion, a Morrowind, Daggerfall, I would rather walk there because the world is that interesting. The world itself is that interesting to explore, you know. The shining sun reflects off something partially concealed in the ground. You make out the form of a weapon, apparently an abandoned iron war axe. Perhaps it has no owner now. Will you take it for yourself? Sure. You start to unearth the weapon when you hear a voice shout nearby, "Hey, filthy git, that's mine, don't touch it." If you leave it now, you might be able to avoid a misunderstanding. Of course, see, I love it. See, okay, in something like Oblivion or Skyrim, it wouldn't be written out this way. You would see like an axe on the ground. If this was played out in a Skyrim and maybe someone purposely dropped it and you go to pick it up, and when you grab it, it will go into your inventory. Nothing like this happened in there, but if this was to be translated into, you know, Skyrim terms, all of a sudden you'll see an NPC run by and it will initiate conversation and this will happen. So this is really neat that they do it this way, and like I said, I still love it. I still love that. As I said, because I love those choose an adventure endless quest books. If you really wanted to, or you could still take the iron axe if you really wanted to. Do you take the weapon anyway? I do not. That's right, you get back now. You back off and let the situation alone. You could get into a lot of trouble for persisting. Okay, I didn't know it was yours. Sorry. Oh, here's a bar, so I can just... maybe I can ask this fine gentleman. Maybe he knows. It's none of these. Can I type in what I'm looking for? Maybe I'll be able to. How can I? Okay, I can't talk to her. Greetings. Alea, I may be in very great trouble indeed. It would appear that one of my former associates, in an effort to make my life more hellish, has passed some counterfeit gold bricks to me. Innocently, I passed them on to 4 of my most valued allies in return for services rendered. I obviously must retrieve those bricks before they discover that the gold is Foscarium, which may be in 32 days or less. I am paying about 283 gold pieces for each bar of false gold that you can retrieve. Sound agreeable? I don't have time for this. I'm sorry. No, really, very well. Someone else would be more agreeable. I'm certain of that. Yeah, I'm real sorry about that, but are you familiar with you'll want to ask someone else, okay. What? Oh look, copy to logbook. Though she doesn't know where it is, I can ask other townspeople whether they know of its location. Scarch Barrow. Is there a way for me to type shit? King of Worms. So Necromancer. Maybe the Mages Guild has an idea. Okay, or just keep checking random people. My lips get so dry. I'm really sorry. My throat gets dry as well. Okay, you know what? I think this is enough for now. I'm gonna look more into that to see what exactly is going on with this. I mean, is it gonna be under general or is it gonna be under regional? Or none of that? Okay, so in any case, I hope you all enjoyed, and see ya. Let me save it.